water isn't going through it. A whole month. I should have listened to my own advice and I didn't. I told myself in that last video I did, which you can see right here, if I didn't get it that day, I wasn't going to get it at all. And I was right, because it took me an entire month to actually get these things in stock, and I kind of had to hide it to actually get it. I actually didn't hide it, it was just a second location that the other people didn't know about. So yeah, my roommate was actually working a few days ago when we had 2 of these come in stock. So these usually got put out right on the end cap where everybody could see them, but he put it on the side aisle where there was like a box behind it. It was a location for it though. Just nobody really knew about it. Anybody else that was working electronics, when I picked this up, the guy that was working electronics didn't even know about it. He thought we were sold out, and I was able to actually get one. However, these things are coming in stock more and more often, so you're more likely to get one of these if you go to the store in the morning. If you come in directly in the morning, Target's got a lot of these things coming in stock, but it could still be scarce in your area. Supposedly Nintendo's doubling up their production time, but who knows. So I was originally going to have this gag where I unboxed it and then I kind of just did a little funny Zelda gameplay, which I would probably get copyright strike for, but I can't find my other HDMI to actually capture gameplay, so that's going to have to, I guess, wait till another time. But we will go ahead and jump into this thing. Before we get into it, I'm just going to show off these little accessories I bought. Got a Type-C because that's essential for charging in your car or whatever. Use this to plug it onto my computer. Also got a screen protector, and you guys are going to go through the suffering, stressful pain of putting that on with me. One thing I noticed is these things don't come sealed with like a sticker or something like products usually do, but if you see that and you get one, don't freak out because that's just how they all are apparently. So the console's here, and surprisingly there's no like foam padding or anything, so if this thing took a really hard impact, there was actually like a damage in the crease on the other side of the box, that could probably not be good for it. This smells like when I was a kid and we got the original Xbox and I got it brand new and I just smelled it and all the games and everything were brand new, which was crazy for me at the time because as a kid I didn't really get a lot of stuff new. But this thing is surprisingly small. Like, it actually looks bigger on camera than it does in person. Like, this is like a tiny tablet. So imagine a Galaxy Tab or an iPad or something. This is like half the size of that. For comparison, this is my Nexus 6 if any of you have one of those. It's almost the size of my phone. And as far as the thickness, it's not that thick either. Like, I thought it would be thicker on camera, and it's extremely light. Like, it feels nice and durable, but at the same time it's not super heavy like a brick. Now there's one feature that could possibly lead me to returning this thing, and a lot of people were complaining about that, and that is the kickstand. Apparently it's got a weak kickstand. We're about to go ahead and test that out. It's a kickstand and I'm pushing it. Oh shit. It's a kickstand. I'm pushing it around a little bit, pushing it by the stand. It works pretty good. I was just kind of a dumbass when I pushed it over. That's not realistically gonna happen. I am so meticulous with electronics, like that little drop just scared the shit out of me, and I'm really freaking out inspecting it. I'm really, really bad about that. That's why I wanted to get a screen protector before I even open this. I've had a busy weekend, and this has been sitting here for 3 days, and I haven't even unboxed it until now. Now, also in that new good smelling plastic is our McDonald's Happy Meal toys right here, which are our little Joy-Cons. They're actually a little bigger than I thought they would be. I thought they were gonna be extremely tiny. I'm gonna take those things out of that McDonald's Happy Meal packaging. They got a really nice matte finish feel to them. The analogs actually click in, which I didn't really expect. That's pretty cool. They got a decent amount of play, I would say about the same, maybe a little bit more than PS Vita analogs, but they feel a lot snappier. Like, if you guys owned a PS Vita, you would know the analogs felt a little wobbly. These are pretty solid. All the buttons feel nice and premium, clicky. One thing I'm extremely excited about the Switch, and that's what really enticed me to buy it, is the fact that you got your one controller here, right? But if you pop these things off and load up a multiplayer game, you do like this, and it's a whole controller by itself, and you can do multiplayer anywhere with friends. And I just thought that was mind-blowing, fantastic idea. You got your little shoulder buttons here, just nicely placed. Now, I'm not gonna say it is the most amazingly comfortable thing in the world, but it's gonna do the job. Obviously, what do you expect from a tiny controller? The fact that you can even get this much out of it is crazy. Alright. They just kind of click in there nice and secure. I was really scared when I got this that it was going to feel like a little wobbly on the Joy-Cons, but there's very, very minimal play in them, but that's obviously to be expected because they're 2 separate pieces, but they sit in there pretty nice, although when you put the Joy-Cons on it, it makes it feel so much bigger. Like, that tiny tablet feel is gone completely, and it just feels like you're holding this giant wide thing, to be honest. But from what I've heard with a lot of people, it's more comfortable just to pop these things off, and it's going to do the job when you're mobile in a car or something, so I'm not really worried about it. And then they easily just slide off by pushing this little button on the back here. You know, just like every other millionth Switch unboxing video video, you're seeing the exact same thing, just with my little face on it. It's actually got a little vent right here. Let's see if it's got juice. Instantly pops up. We're experiencing this together. This is a group thing. Hey, that's pretty good. Right now, I'm just kind of looking around for like dead pixels because that's a problem on some units. Obviously, that's a small majority. So this is where you would actually see me setting this up on the screen, but I couldn't find my HDMI, so you're just gonna have to imagine. Everything is really quick and snappy. Like the menus are extremely fast. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat, it's kind of like a Japanese PSP. The main select button is right here, and the back button is down here. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm like adjusting the sensitivity of how fast I scroll with the analog, and it actually works pretty good. Even in the menus it works like that. Now it's asking me to connect to a TV, and I forgot to unbox the rest of this. First we have our controller thing, which I've heard isn't too great. It's not too comfortable. It's kind of blocky, and as you would expect, that's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But I can tell you right now, right off of the bat, just holding the Joy-Cons in your hand feel really good. Comes with wrist straps, which I didn't actually know came with it. HDMI, power brick. And here's what I guess is the third most exciting thing in this whole thing. The dock, this magical piece of plastic that connects it to your TV. One thing I wanted to mention is the cable management on this thing is really nice. You just slap your things inside there, slap the lid. I wish consoles did a little something like that if it would be beneficial at all. Some people complain about the build quality. This is really just like a hard plastic shell, but I mean, what'd you really expect? I mean, if this thing was like metal or something, it'd jack up the price significantly. One thing I've noticed that's kind of a pet peeve of mine is there's no real way to charge these Joy-Cons unless they're in the console while it's being charged. And you can get a different version of this that actually has a plug that I think can charge the Joy-Cons, but for some reason this doesn't have that. I mean, you would think it would just be a simple thing to add. You know, you plug it into there, you plug it into your console, and you can charge if you need to. Whatever, I'm not Nintendo. I'm running my fingers through my hair, and that's probably not good because you don't want to get any oils on it. Freaking out. I'm freaking out. This is scary. Maybe I should just wipe it down one more time. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready. Wouldn't want to get any dust particles on it. I'm breathing in like shit that was from under my house, and I think I'm just gonna make it worse for myself. Yeah, that's just making me want to cough more, so I'm just gonna not use that. Dude, I'm gonna hate myself if I mess this up. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? I tried to apply it, and I'm pushing the squeegee down, and now it's just got these little micro ripples right here, right? Like bubbles, right? Stressing out, Justin. I'm putting the screen protector on. Don't.
What is that?
I've already got.
Oh, it's a switch.
I've already got.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
You put the screen protector on?
Yeah. So it turns out there was just a top piece you peel off. It wasn't actually getting those little bubbles in it. But now I got other bubbles in the screen, and some of the edges aren't wanting to go down. That's what you get with these little shitty plastic screen protectors. I'm ordering a glass one. This is just temporary to keep it protected so I don't scratch the shit out of it before I actually get that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish setting this thing up, and then I'm going to try to get into some of the... You know we're going to get Mario Kart at the end of the month here, but for now, this is what we got. I love open world games. It's going to be great. And I guess that's all I really have to show for you right now. Later on, I will be planning on bringing you some gameplay of Zelda as soon as I can figure out how to work around the copyright system so I don't get a strike from Nintendo. Thanks, guys. Just spent about $400 altogether on all this, and I can't even upload gameplay. But we'll figure something out. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this little unboxing type of thing, I don't really do those, but if you did like it, be sure to drop that like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you'd like to see out of the Switch. If you have any specific things you haven't seen anywhere else that you would like me to cover, let me know, because I'm really small. I'll see all your comments, and I can actually do it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. It has been T, and I will see you in the next one. I'm so fucking excited to get this thing set up. I've been waiting like 4 days anticipating getting this thing out of the box and getting it running. And I'm out. Oh, there we go.